Hey everybody, I'm Julie Matheny. I am a speech pathologist and IBCLC International Board Certified Lactation Consultant. And as promised, I wanted to come on and talk about this Munchkin Flow Nipple Shield. This is a hot product on the market. I actually did purchase this with my own money. When I tried to go to the store and buy it and it was already off the shelf. I actually had to order it from another store in order to be able to get this. So I know this tool is out there and there is a lot of marketing on it. So I did buy it with my own money so that I could give you an honest review. Before I start, I am pro nipple shield. I use nipple shields with my families all the time, but they should be a temporary tool that has a specific purpose. So I will use them with families where maybe we have a preemie baby who's struggling to latch. There may be a tongue tie baby who is causing nipple pain and damage, or there was already damage that we're then protecting that nipple until it heals. We might have a non-latching baby. They were breech. They're having difficulties sucking and they're needing to have that extra sensory stimulation in their mouth to know that there's a nipple there that they can suck on. Or there might be a flat or inverted nipple. Maybe the breast is super swollen from labor and delivery. And so we're using a nipple shield for a very specific purpose. So as a lactation consultant, my best recommendation is if you're needing a nipple shield, know why. And it really should be done with a lactation consultant to then help create a plan to get off of it. So now let's jump into my concerns. Nipple shields in and of themselves are great to help latch, but they do change how a baby latches to the breast. And honestly, I have yet to see a baby in the marketing of this product actually have a deep latch. And one of the reasons I'll show you is why is because the shape of this shield. So this is what we call a cone-shaped shield. It's a cone shape. This is the shape of an Ardo or a Medela shield that you might have been given in the hospital. And in my practice, this is my least favorite shaped shield. Babies can latch on and they go and they slide on and off. So unless they are on latched deep and stay deep, this promotes a shallow latch. So number one is the shape of this shield. Okay, so I see a lot of changes in how baby latches. So if this tool is needed, it could be done under the direction of a lactation consultant to make sure babies latch deeply. But if general people in the general population are buying these just for the flow, just do know that how a baby latches to this shield changes how they latch. Which can then actually impact how that baby feeds. My other concern is, yes, you can see flow, but what is that actually telling you? Other than that there's milk, it does not tell you if they're transferring, how much they're transferring, the quality and efficiency of that transfer. Now, I can understand there could be somebody out there that needs that visual reassurance, a feedback loop, to know that their baby is moving milk. This could be a temporary tool when you've been working on increasing milk supply, working on oral motor skills, getting that tongue tie released, where you need a temporary visual to see, oh yeah, baby's feeding and actually moving milk. But there's better ways to do that. Pre and post feeding weights can be a way where we can actually accurately assess how much is baby transferring. Okay, so those are some of the, starter points. My other concern is cleaning. I have moms that use these temporarily 2 or 3 weeks for triple feeding plans or for preemie babies or whatever, and I'll walk in and they've got it sitting on the bedside with crust from milk from 2 feedings ago because they have a hard time cleaning a regular nipple shield. So my concern is, are parents actually going to sit there and appropriately clean this shield at 2 a.m. after they've been breastfeeding in the middle of the night? Big concern. Next concern is the cost. One nipple shield costs $40 and can only be used about 200 times, which is 3 weeks worth of feeding. If a baby's feeding 11 times a day, that's 20 days. So it's really temporary. $40 for being able to use for about 3 weeks. Now that might be all it takes for you to be able to gain your confidence that baby's moving milk. But know that it is an expensive investment. Most nipple shields, I purchase mine in bulk. I get them for about $1.50 to $2.50 a piece. I give mine away to patients. You're my tax write-off. You can get 2 Lancino shields for about $7 at a pharmacy or store. You can order some shields, again, they're anywhere from like $5 to $10 or $12 from what I've seen and from what I've purchased myself to carry with me. And those shields can be used the entire time that you need them. You don't have to replace them after X number of uses. So it is very cost prohibitive for something that really should not be used unless it's needed. Okay, so sometimes, again, the shield can create a problem that was never there. The shape can create a problem with the latch, and it can be cost prohibitive. Do I think it's cool? Yeah. When I saw it, I was like, dude, that's gnarly. Like, how fun is that to be able to see your milk flow? So tools are not one size fits all. They should not be recommended unless we need them. We need to clinically evaluate why we need them. Could there be somebody out there that could benefit from this? Yes. I could see this where from a psychological or maternal mental health perspective, this could be a handy tool when used appropriately for somebody to see their milk flow. But in general, these should really only be used temporarily and under the guidance of a lactation consultant, because even though you can see milk moving, that baby may not be transferring that milk effectively. And so we run the risk of potentially having a baby not efficiently feeding and not moving milk and not gaining weight as appropriate. So I bought it. I'm going to keep it in my tool of tricks. I can't wait to find just that right unicorn person or patient to use this with. But do I believe this is a good product? No. I'm also concerned about the research on Munchkin's website for saying 93% of moms rely on Flow. It's a research study that they did that you can't access. It's not access to the public, and they funded the study, which is never good research. We need to know who it was done on, how many people it was done on, was there a control study, and can it be replicatable? Can we replicate it? Can multiple people do that? So don't fall for the marketing. If you're having issues latching your baby to the breast, if you're using a nipple shield, please know that we should give you a tool for weaning off of it. We should give you an exit strategy. There can be reasons for long-term use, but to do this, replace this every 2, 3, 4 weeks at $40 pop is not sustainable for many people. Okay, so there's my spiel, my use, my review of this tool. It's going in my bag of tricks, but it's only for unicorns. Now you know.